Okay, Mom. What was the first sign that something was wrong?
He fell. Just fell on the ground.
Okay. Did he complain of anything? Like nothing hurt, nothing tingled, no nothing?
No.
So he just had no coordination?
No. What could I say? He couldn't control the muscles in his leg.
Okay. So what made you bring him to the hospital?
He couldn't control his muscles in his leg.
Oh.
He kept falling. It wasn't something that, like, it was something that came all of a sudden, like, in 5 minutes it was there. It wasn't like, I hurt or my legs hurt. No, it wasn't that. It was, get up, you know why you're falling? I don't know. Like that.
Okay. Did the doctors run tests on him?
Yeah, once we got to the doctor.
Okay. Did they ask any questions?
Did I know what was wrong?
No.
No. Any history of anything being wrong with him? No.
Did it take long for the doctors to tell you what was wrong with him?
Yes.
Like a week, 2 weeks, a month, a day?
Probably like 6 hours.
Okay.
I guess that's not long with me, but.
Well, you know. So how old was he when this happened?
4.
Aww. And do you know about how long it lasted that he couldn't control his legs and stuff?
Well, his muscles started to collapse, so it took about the process of everything to collapse and then everything to rebuild. Like, you know, for the muscles to collapse, and then he had to, I guess they gave him medicine or whatever, and then it built up his strength in his muscles. So I would say about maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
He was home in 3 weeks.
So he was in the hospital for like 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Do you remember what kind of medications they gave him? Like shots or pills or liquids? No?
I'm sure it had to be some type of fluid, probably.
In IV?
Yeah, probably in the IV.
Okay. Do you know like how this affected him at home or at school, or did he like change?
It bothered him because he couldn't walk anymore. He had to learn how to walk all over again. He couldn't run. He couldn't play with his friends. So that had to affect him a lot until he built it up, you know, his muscles to run and walk again.
Do you think that it affected him as he grew up?
No.
Nothing?
No, 4 more years.
Okay. So what did you do to comfort him to make him feel like, you know?
Stay with him at the hospital every day. Tell him it would be alright and that he would learn to walk again, to use his legs. That's all right.
Okay. How did this affect you, like mentally, physically, emotionally?
It affected me because I didn't understand what was going on. It's not something that he was born with or that he caught. It was just something that anybody could, you know, endure. So I guess it affected me a lot.
Okay. Did he complain after he got out of the hospital? Or was he like, when he left the hospital, he was over it, he was ready to just...
Once he left the hospital, he still had therapy to do because he still had to learn to walk. So, I guess you could say it affected him up until, you know, he could actually learn to walk and run again.
How long do you think that lasts?
They completely learned to walk or run in about maybe 3 months or 4 months. took 4 months, 3.5, 4 months.
Did it bother him a lot?
I don't know.
He
wasn't one to complain. He's like,
he just lived it and dealt with it.
I mean, once he learned to walk again,
nothing else to say.
I don't know what to say. Like, he was 4, so he's a little kid, so it wasn't like.
Okay.
He probably would have affected how he lived, but who knows?
Okay. So, how did you deal with it?
Day by day.
And how did it make you feel? Before and after and during, like.
Happy to know that he was out of the hospital. It wasn't nothing that was so serious like I first thought. I guess when I first seen him falling and heard he had Guillain-Barré syndrome, I guess I was scared, terrified. But then as it went on and I learned a little more about it,
and how did your family respond? Like, how did you deal with it, like, with the rest of the kids and, like, your home life and being in the hospital with him and trying to keep him balanced?
He had a great grandmother. She helped, deal with it because they were all still young. They probably didn't understand or know what was really going on, as I didn't either.
I didn't, and I was 5, and I don't remember.
It's like Jordan thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. So.
It didn't affect him, obviously.
Yeah, you're right. So, looking back at everything now, do you think you might be able to spot it a little more easier and deal with it a little better than you were the first time if it happened again to any one of your children?
Well, if I seen them collapse, I would definitely bring them to the hospital, not knowing what would be the cause of the collapse, because that wasn't something that we knew what was wrong. It's not like a common cold.
Right. Does it affect you or bother you now to this day, or no?
No, it doesn't.
You don't think about it or anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, thanks for allowing me to come in and interview you, Mom.
Anytime.
I appreciate it.
Anytime.